Aqua Soul family, what it do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general love message for my Aqua gang. Hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guides give us exactly what we need to know. Clear, concise messages for my Aqua gang. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, okay? These messages are general, so take what resonates with you. Leave the rest for whoever it's for. That's how this goes. Tarot is fluid, okay? So try to keep an open mind and allow your intuition to be your guide in reference to what messages are here for you today, okay? Take a moment to click that like button, guys, if y'all don't mind, okay? It helps profusely. Even if it seems like a small, little, minute thing to do, it's not. It's major, okay? So if you don't mind, please do that so we can continue to grow as a family here. If you have been here more than once and you're not subscribed, you might want to go ahead and do that. Make it official, okay? Become a part of our family. Click the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload for this sign, which is quite often, okay? For those of you who are new here, welcome, all right? I'm an acquired taste, okay? So take a look around and you can decide if I'm your flavor or not. I did want to ask you guys a question before I dive in. I was thinking about adding another sign, okay? I do know Aquarius, we are a fixed sign, okay? I'm an Aquarius as well, so I get it. And I definitely value your opinion. We have grown this channel together. We are a family. This is our platform. So if you would let me know down in the comments, just according to your opinion, if I could add one more sign. Right now, this channel is predominantly an Aquarian and Piscean channel. I only upload for Aquarius and Pisces on this channel, okay? I do have another channel that I upload general messages for, but that's a whole nother thing, okay? For this channel in particular, I am getting a feel and a pull intuitively to add one more sign. So in your opinion, what should that sign be, okay? And I'm gonna take a general consensus for which sign pops up the most in you all's opinions, okay? All right, so without further ado, let's tap into this very, very, very toxic, poisonous. It's poisonous, but it's under the radar is what I feel like, okay? Whoever this energy is or this person is, it could be several people. This life that you have cultivated for yourself or these goals that you have set for yourself, you will be extremely successful at those. So they wanted me to say that first and foremost, okay? So whatever you're currently working on, whether this is a career goal that you have cultivated for yourself, a spirituality goal that you have cultivated for yourself, a mental health goal, a goal relationship-wise, whatever it might be, you are partnered with the divine, okay? You are being guided, you're being protected, and you also have ancestors around you that are also guiding you and speaking to you intuitively. And the fact that sacred alchemy came out does let me know that you are listening to your intuition very intently, and that's what's guiding you down the correct path to take the right turns and make the right decisions and tap into the right opportunities to lead you to this manifestation with the quickness, okay? It's a very magical energy that I feel like you have around you. However, okay, with this abundance, with this success that you are moving towards, everyone energetically can also feel your success even before it's happened. And this is creating a lot of ruckus and disarray amongst some of the energies that you may have around you that you are engaging with. This could be a romantic partnership, which I feel like it is for most of you. And then it could also be friendships and family. It could be more than one person at one time, guys. Okay, so listen very intently, especially if you've already, began resonating. Scorpio is what has come out in the positioning of the energies that I'm feeling more intently, and the golden mirror. So these are people who can either energetically feel your success or they can see your success materializing before their eyes. Even if you have not reached the pinnacle of your goals or you have not successfully reached the end, like the finish line, they can still see it happening or they can feel it energetically. And this is creating a intensity of jealousy, you guys, okay? I have never in my life conducted a reading with this amount of jealousy and envy, okay? It's alarming, in fact, because I feel like these are people who portend right, to be on your team, that these are individuals who claim to be loyal to you, who claim to want the best for you, who claim to be happy for you, who claim that you're doing your thing and they're so proud of you and, you know, you need to keep going and, oh my gosh, that's great, and wanting to be supportive. But on the deeper levels, okay, now this could be subconsciously, and for some of them it's on a very conscious level. These energies are people who pretend to be down for you. They also pretend to be extremely confident within themselves with this Golden Mirror card. Golden Mirror, it says self-absorbed, right? These are people who are extremely self-absorbed. They speak very highly of themselves, okay? And they think very highly of themselves as well. You may have thought nothing of this person, always talking about themselves, always wanting the conversation to be about them, always wanting, you know, accolades and recognition and a pat on the back, a cookie for being an adult, you know, for doing small, little, minute shit. While you're doing big shit, you got big shit popping, right? This is not a comparison. It's not, right? I'm not comparing you with them. They're the ones comparing. They're comparing themselves with you, though they would never tell you that. This is someone who is coming off as a person who's very confident, in fact, who feels like their shit don't stink, who feels like, you know, they're on your level. But deep down, I feel like on a subconscious level, this person has a very destructive energy and almost a disdain, okay, for your very natural gifts, your abilities, right? The things that come to you naturally, the things that you are able to attract and cultivate in your life. This Sacred Alchemy card lists specifically creating a life of magic. Now, for some of you, if you have not already tapped into this alchemic power that you have, this is a sign that this is something that you need to start doing, especially if you've seen stagnancy within your, within bringing your manifestations to pass, right? It's not that it's not there. You have to literally tap into it, or you have to give them permission. You have to give the divine permission to show up in that way. They can't just come in and infiltrate your space, okay? The archangels and the divine, and they can't just come in and infiltrate. You have to invite them in. If you have not already done so, this is a sign for you to start doing that, partnering with the divine. Okay, leaning on your ancestors for guidance and help, listening to your intuition very, very, very intently, because not only does that signify how long it's going to take for you to reach your goal, but it's also going to allow you to see some things that may be hidden under the surface clearly. This does feel like somebody that you trust very greatly, or you did at one time. Now, you are going to start to question this person's loyalty. You're going to start to question how they really view you, okay? It's going to be very important for you to listen more intently than you are speaking, okay? If you have not already been doing so. That's a very Aquarian trait anyway, because we're logical and we're analytical. So it's very easy for us to listen to what people are saying, right? Actually listen to what people are saying, because people will tell on themselves, you understand? Especially with how intelligent and the intellect of an Aquarian specifically, right? I'm not tooting our horn. I'm not being self-absorbed. I'm just speaking facts. Now that's facts on facts on facts. You tell me down in the comments if I done said something wrong. Have I said anything wrong yet? I don't think so. I don't think so. I give tough love on this channel as well. I don't just stroke our egos and toot our horn. No, it's not what this is about. But there's something about when you are around this person, if you're still engaging with them, even if you are not engaging with them any longer, there may be a resurgence, and that's why this is showing up. To listen more than you are speaking, because there's something that you need to hear very specifically about how they're talking to you, or a phrase that they're using, or something that this person is going to say. It does feel like communication, words. It may even be in text form. They are yielding for you to be quiet and listen more intently in order to see these signs of this jealousy, okay? In order to not get distracted from being able to identify who these people are. And they're gonna tell on themselves. That's how it goes. Now, here's what they are saying. Here go a little bit of the tough love. Now, we are smart. We're very smart. Intellectual. Very, very intellectual. People can't understand how our minds work. And nor are they supposed to be able to understand, okay? Do not try to explain your thought processes to people. They will not get it. They do not get it. They're not supposed to get it. Now, somebody needed to hear that. I digress. They're going to show you exactly who they are. They're going to say it. They're going to say it to you. It's going to help you see this person for who they really are, what their intents really are. Whatever they're saying is going to show you that this person is not down for you. They are jealous of you. They want what you have. Or they want to talk you out of knowing what you have. Okay, talk you out of stepping into your power if you have not already done so. If you have not already stepped into this alchemic power, especially when it comes to manifesting things that you want, the second that you do, shit is really going to start transforming in your life. That's what Scorpio is about, transformation. Okay? They are garnering for you to keep this power a secret. People do not need to know. They won't understand, okay? They won't. There needs to be a clear boundary set up in reference to people that you allow to keep cycling around into your life. That's what I heard. Like a revolving door. This could be friendships that you have cut off, and maybe you've given people a second chance to be a part of your life. Second chances are done, is what I just heard. That no longer exists for you. That's not a part of your story. You don't subscribe to it. There are no more second chances, unfortunately. That doesn't mean that you hold hate for people. No, of course not. But if they've wounded you, then they gotta go. And they mustn't ever return, especially not on a specific level. That doesn't mean that you have to cut people out entirely, but the level of access that they have, that's what that's about, okay? Okay? Their access code needs to be demoted. They shouldn't have VIP access to you if they've sent you through a cycle like this. This is the recalibrations that Spirit is guiding you to make, because I feel like there is a big transformation coming for you, okay? It's going to feel magical. It's going to look magical on the outside as well. Now, you and I know that you've partnered with the divine and you've partnered with Spirit, okay? Hopefully that's something that you are going to allow them to do. Invite them in, you guys, because it's going to start shifting and changing things in your life very greatly. And people are going to think that you're doing something funny. Don't fall for the chatter, see? Right? You can't make it up. Okay? I said big bag Bentley busting out the Bentley bound tiger. Hello? I don't even know if that was the lyric, but that's what I heard, y'all. That's how I heard it. The Empress, sitting very pretty. Sitting very, very pretty. Sweet. Sweet. The Empress is the card of alchemy. Okay? This is birthing something. Birthing abundance. Cultivating things. Nurturing things. Watering it. Growing it. Giving it light. Giving it life. Aha. And that's going to have people upset. Okay? Now, more specifically, whoever this person is in this golden mirror energy, it is somebody who is jealous of you. This is somebody who maybe wants to dumb down the qualities that you possess, or they want you to do that. You know, they want to, I'm hearing groom you into turning down this offer, right? Like turning this life down and remaining in a cycle with them on rinse and repeat. But I don't think that that's what you're going to be doing, and this is where the warning is coming in, because we do have somebody who's ready for a fight. This is somebody who's willing to fight for this. I don't know what kind of tricks they have up their sleeve. This does feel like somebody who could be quite narcissistic, you guys, so just be on the lookout. There's lots of manipulation, and I feel like it's only going to intensify the happier you appear. The more you appear together, the more you appear level-headed, the more you appear like you got things under control, like you're juggling things quite fine. The more you appear to be healing and expanding and growing. Look at you showing up. The more that this energy shows up, this alchemic energy, the sun, the Empress, the star, I mean, come on. People thought you were delusional, and this person may have tried to lead you to believe that your wishes and your desires, that the things that you want out of life are delusional. And as it starts to cultivate, even before it does completely, these are the same people who are then going to talk shit about you for pulling it off. And that's what you need to be looking at. I feel like there's somebody definitely here trying to sabotage this growth. Okay? This is something that you have worked for, you guys. You have transformed. You've gone through a transformation, a great awakening for most of you. Okay? And now this is the portion in which you ascend. Right? The awakening portion is about learning yourself, learning who you really are, what you really want, like from the perspective of your higher self. Okay? It's all about self-mastery and perspective. The ascension is when the good shit starts coming in. Okay? Hello? You know, this is what the ascension energy is all about. The sun, 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, the Star, which is wish fulfillment again. This has somebody's panties in a bunch. They are upset. They are not happy about this. They are not happy for you. Though they're going to tell you that they are. Oh, that's so good. That's so great. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Oh my God, girl, I can't believe it. Damn, babe, you looking good. You done pulled that off. I can't, wow. Right? Don't play with him. Don't play with her. And to the average person's ears, that sounds like a supporter, a fan. Sounds like a fan, a supporter to me. Right? To the average person. But you're not average now, are you? Are you? Am I mistaken? Because I don't think you are. This ain't no average spread. Hello. To awakened ears, might be a fan. It might be somebody who's a fan of what you're doing, a fan of how you're doing life, of how you're moving, how you're shaking, how you're putting this shit together, how you're pulling this shit off. They're a fan of it, of course. But they're the kind of fan who possibly wants a little bit of trouble. Okay? A little bit of trouble. A little bit of trouble. Who is that whose fan assassinated them? Now, I'm not saying that nobody's going to assassinate you. That's not what I'm saying. But it's that energy, right? Was it John Lennon? I don't know. Correct me down in the comments. Like a famous group, he was assassinated by one of his fans, right? He was married to Yoko Ono. Tell me in the comments. I know y'all will. That's the kind of fan we're dealing with. Someone who's obsessed. It's an obsessive fanatic is what we can call it. And their words are saying one thing, but your intuition is going to allow you to read and hear between the lines. And this is what they're needing you to do. Because I feel like this person needs to be removed, you guys, okay? They might not need their access revoked, just depending on who these people are, but their level of access needs to be dumbed down, needs to be demoted. They no longer need a higher level of access to you, okay? This cycle needs to be completed and closed out. This is somebody who's in competition with you. You don't even know it. For some of you, you may have sensed this. You may have sensed that this person has been in great competition with you this entire time, right? It's just the things that they say. It comes off weird, right? So this would be somebody who gives like backhanded compliments. They give a compliment and then right after the compliment comes the insult, right? Because they can't let you live in the compliment. No. Then that would leave them at the bottom, or that would leave you believing that you're better than them, and they don't want that to happen. This is such weird behavior, you guys. And if this is a love interest, it's even worse. That is just so weird to me. If this is a love interest, then their most important task at hand is garnering control, for sure. So the way to control you is by talking you out of your power, talking you out of believing in your power, talk you out of believing in magic, make you feel delusional, crazy, insane, absurd, ridiculous, ludicrous, Take your pick. Can you please clarify this 9 of Wands? I feel like this is a connection that you were once very passionate about. You actually saw potential. You did. But at a certain juncture, you were growing and they weren't, and it just became very disimbalanced, right? And you may have felt like this person, you may have even felt like their compliments, the nice things that they would do or say felt disingenuous, like not real, right? Like you may have had a wake-up call at some point in time, and this would have been as you started to ascend. The awakening may have happened before you even met this person, but at some point you began on your ascension journey. During ascension, you elevate, okay? The healing is done. Now it's time to start working your magic. During the ascension portion, this is why we have the Sun, the 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, the Star. You know what I'm saying? This is when things start to really shake, and this is very burdensome for this person, okay? Maybe the two of you were aligned when you met initially, but then when you started to grow beyond them, this is where it has become a issue. This is where those ill-fitting feelings of envy and jealousy have come, and they are roaring their head, okay? This is a very destructive behavior or destructive energy, a destructive nature, you guys, that is coming up. I've never seen anything like this before, especially not in a love reading, right? Because even if this is not a romantic connection, this is somebody who you love, meaning if this is a friendship, then this is a friendship that felt more like family. Sort of like, yeah, blood is not always thicker than water. Sometimes water feels more like family than blood feels like family. That kind of friendship. Or it might actually be your blood, right? So the love is supposed to be there, yet it was always met with strife. See, look, the Sun, along with the 5 of Swords, clarifying the 5 of Swords. So these are people who always have a problem with your happiness, always have a problem when you're doing okay, when you're doing well. This is sick, you guys. It's pissing me the fuck off. This is almost people who would much rather see you in the position that you were in when you were going through your transformation. Okay? That's painful shit. Transformations are like growing, you know, they're growing pains, right? So typically something very hurtful happens, a breakup, a heartbreak. There's something that is a catalyst to your awakening, and you can experience the dark night of the soul for the majority of people, right? During an awakening. Very, very painful. It's almost as if these energies thrived when you were down. Okay, they didn't understand the spiritual process and this spiritual journey that you were on. So your dark night of the soul looked like something that was indefinite to them. Like you were always going to be depressed. You were always going to be down. You were never going to change your perspective. Like this cycle was never going to change because this person does not understand spirituality. Okay, so once the Sun started showing up, now they're confusion. They don't understand. They want to know why you're so fucking happy. What's going on? And if you're being secretive about why now you're feeling good, if you have already gotten hip to this person not exactly being your friend or not exactly being on your team, and you've started to withhold communication or withhold things from them that you would have shared in the past, they are most certainly pissed about that. It does feel like this is somebody who is trying to come in and like literally rain on your parade. There's the Sun. Doesn't this look like a parade? This look like you riding on a float. Okay. Hello. Got some sunflowers back there. You got the sun, you know, in your face, full clarity, just happiness, abundance, growth, expansion, all the things, right? It's a very alchemic energy. They're like, how did you get here? Like the last time I spoke to you, you weren't on no damn floaty. I'm gonna tell you that much. Is that a unicorn? That looked like a unicorn, don't it? And they can't understand how you got there. Like when did it change? Be very careful about people who get excited or happy when you're hurting, when you're experiencing strife, okay? When you're experiencing difficulty or a hardship. All of a sudden, they're interested in what you have to say. The moment some good shit is happening, then they want to direct the conversation back to them. It's weird. I do not understand this, guys. I don't understand it. I want you to be very, very careful, okay? Now, the growth that you have experienced and the expansion that is coming in for you, because even if you have started to see your manifestations materializing, it's not done, okay? There is so much more. You have no idea. We have the Four of Swords here over the Sun. There's a lot more coming in. Everybody does not need to be allowed to eat from your table, okay? I think it's in the Beauty Tarot deck. The Nine of Cups is actually someone sitting at a table, a buffet of all of the things. It signifies contentment, fulfillment, growth, expansion, wish fulfillment, right? Getting full off of life. That's a luxury that some people are not granted, right? Even the richest people in the world can't find like happiness. And I feel like this is something that you have possessed along with the coins. The money is not a mist of this, but you also have the happiness too. And that's something that people often miss when we're talking about like currency. It's not just money. Why are they always so happy when you're down, when you're sad, when you broke, when you break up, when you have had a tough time at work, when something is not going right for you, or if something falls through, right? If you have a setback, or you are you're being faced with obstacles, right? Or if you're being told no, or when things are just not going right. Why are they happy about that? That really bothers me, y'all. That bothers me. And I feel like for some of you, you don't even realize it, right? Like it's something that you have not realized. And this is why Spirit is yielding for you to be like quiet. You know what I'm saying? So if you're engaging with this person, what I'm hearing now intuitively, being quiet, if you still engage with this person here and you don't recognize what I'm saying just yet, that they bask in your misery. They like it. They want to soak it up. They want to draw a rose petal bubble bath and just soak in your misery. They love that shit. They like it because it makes them feel higher. Okay? It helps this self-absorbency that they have. It helps to feed that because they themselves don't even believe, right? The hype about themselves. So if they can be around somebody who is down, who is depressed, who is going through it, experiencing a hardship, you know, feels like life is beaten, who's down bad, then it helps them believe the lie that they tell themselves. If you're quiet during the conversation or engagement with this person, right, they're going to start prying, like asking certain very personal questions, okay? They're going to want to know, so what's going on with you? If you start talking about good shit, then all of a sudden they have to go. You know what I'm saying? Then they have to, you know, oh, I forgot this thing that I got to go and do. Or, oh, let me call you right back. You know, somebody is ringing in. For some of you, they may pry a little bit more. After you talk about the good stuff, they may be like, well, what's going on with such and such and such, the person you broke up with? Or are you seeing anyone right now? Oh, you're still single? Oh, like, you know, or how's work going? You know, whatever thing they know to be a buzzword for you, that it's going to be something that wasn't going so well for you in the past. They're going to want you to elaborate on how things are going with the bad shit. They don't want to hear about the good shit. This is what you're going to notice. This is what you need to notice before this 10 of Pentacles and 9 of Cups arrives. The jealous energy, the competition needs to be removed. They need not be around. They need not be invited to the cookout. Okay? They're not invited. We have the Three of Swords. And the Lovers in reverse. So for some of you, you've gone through a very detrimental breakup. This could actually be a romantic partner who can't understand how you're so happy after this breakup, right? Like, how did you get over it so fast? How are you not dwelling on it? This is confusing them. The fact that you're in the Sun card energy, you may have went off to heal in solitude, right? Very hermit mode energy. You weren't healing in front of the world. Like, you definitely weren't confiding in them. So it's like you disappeared, you healed, and then when you reappeared, the sun, the star, the Empress, the Nine of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, right? Like you're returning like that. Completely different. Completely different. and they can't understand how you did that, or they're not really able to gauge what like, well, if that's okay now, then what bad shit is going on in your life? This is weird, you guys. This is weird. This may be somebody who always felt like they were in competition with you. See, the Empress. This is clarifying the star. Your healing has elevated you to the next level. So while this person has always been terrified that you were going to bypass them, and they were trying to talk you out of your healing, they wanted you to sulk. They wanted you to view whatever this hardship, whatever this pain, this dark night of the soul energy, they wanted that to be your story in your mind forever, so that you would always never see the path forward. And that's not what happened. See, we have the Five of Cups clarifying the Ten of Pentacles, right? Five of Cups is about being in regret, dwelling on the missed opportunities, right? Being sad, depressed, continuously ruminating over the things that did not work out for you, right? Playing the victim about shit that has not gone correctly, okay? Especially if it was shit that was not your fault, that fell through. You know, it's not even your fault. It's hard not to think about injustices that are committed upon us that we were not the cause of, right? So Aquarians, we are very analytical. Shit needs to make sense, okay? And if you're spiritual, then you definitely believe in good and bad karma. So why the fuck did this bad shit happen to me if I didn't do anything to warrant it, right? This is the type of shit that keeps you ruminating on the things that did not work, the things that were great disappointments, the things that brought you lots of struggle, pain, crying. I feel like you decided to give up on this story. You were no longer telling yourself this because it doesn't matter. Who's crying over spilled milk anymore, right? Like, fuck that. Now we're going to go towards what we really deserve. Obviously, if it didn't work out, obviously, if this is something that was blocked, it was not for me. And I feel like that's the perspective that you started to look at things at. And for a lot of you, you have leaned on the divine and on spirit to guide you through this tougher time. And this is why you're coming out on top. But the energies that we're talking about, these are not spiritual people, right? Two of Pentacles again. So they don't understand. Two of Pentacles is confusing energy, right? Going back and forth in their mind in reference to, well, how the fuck did you do that, right? And that goes right over this Nine of Cups. I feel like your wishes are being fulfilled, you guys. The alchemic energy is definitely the energy of somebody. Every request that they have, everything that they touch is given to them almost immediately. Okay, magical energy. Magic at your fingertips is alchemic energy. And the Nine of Cups can also signify, though, right, just as a little warning. Y'all know I can't leave without giving just a little warning. Can also signify be careful what you wish for, right? Because you're in a very alchemic energy, you guys, right? So be very, very careful what you're wishing for, what you're manifesting, what you're thinking of, all the things, because it's going to come quite quickly as you are stepping into your power. Five of Pentacles is clarifying this Five of Wands, lots of fives, which is all about conflict, strife, tension, chaos. You know, it's just... It's disheartening to think that you were in a relationship with this person. Like, yikes, right? Or like, this is your mom, this is your children, this is your best friend. Like, the fuck? Like, these people are really, they're throwing me for a doozy. Okay. Now, they've tried to keep it hidden long enough. They did, and they were able to for quite some time for some of you. But as you started to awaken, little by little, you started to get those, you know, signs, red flags. Now that you have ascended, it's going to be crystal clear, baby. It will. Okay? Now, you could try to trick yourself out of the truth if you want to. We have the Seven of Swords in the reverse, and that is clarifying the World card. You're leaving this shit in the past. They do not have a place in your life anymore. Okay? At the best time of your life, right? Ten of Pentacles. Oh, my gosh. And they never saw it coming with the moon. So these may be also people who are going to accuse you of forgetting about where you came from. Okay? Especially since a lot of you are coming up financially. Okay? For a great majority of you, this is signifying a relationship as well with this Ten of Pentacles. Whatever it is that you do for money, this may be where you meet this newer love interest. Ooh, look. True love. I only split the deck. We have true love and free yourself. Okay. So I feel like you have a true divine counterpart coming in just as you decide to leave this chaotic energy in the past. This may even be showing up in today's reading because it's a blockage for, it's been blocking this connection from having access towards you. It's been the blockage keeping you from going fully through that portal, which is the World card. Now, for some of you, you may be getting ready to travel, or this person may live long distance. This newer love interest, you may meet them on the World Wide Web, right? On the internet. If you're online dating, you may meet this person. They may live out of town, out of the country, something to that effect. But they also have like a home here as well, or a home wherever you live. Like they have multiple properties. Oh, okay. Shit. Not multiple properties. Okay. All right. For some of you, they may be a realtor. Okay. They may be in the real estate business or something like that. Only take that if it resonates. Don't force it to fit. So healing from family issues. See, for a great majority of you, you guys, this is either family members that you're having to create very, very strong boundaries with for the first time, or your family trauma or family issues from the past may have enabled you from seeing what this person was doing in a relationship. You were attracting a romantic partner that may have possibly been just like your parents or just like your siblings or just like people in your family. This is something that you grew adapted to. People being in competition with you, people being jealous of you, questioning you, or making or attempting to get you to question yourself just because they weren't comfortable with how magical you think, right? How eclectic you are, eccentric you are. They couldn't handle your thought processes, your mind, your ideas. So they would much rather make you feel like you're insane. Like what you're thinking is not okay. Like normal people don't think like that, or even get you to question it. Or like, are you sure that's what you want to do? Or is that really how you feel? Like who thinks like that? It's that sort of energy. You may have had that a lot around as a child. But this is something that you are healing from. And we also had let go of control issues, right? So these are people who deemed to control you. These may have also been people who could feel the magic within you all along, especially if this is family and they've been around, right? See, deception. Their deceptive energy was attempting to get you to not believe in what you have known that you are capable of all along. Give bad advice on purpose just so you can make the wrong decision is what I just heard for some of you. That's crazy to me. That is crazy, you guys. That's cray cray. And I would suggest you keep your distance, right? Please give them 50 feet, whoever the fuck this is. I know how to throw them hands. I'll throw them hands if y'all need me to. I will. Y'all just let me know. I'll pull up. Just let me know. Because this is some bullshit. All right, let's just pull a little bit more, and then we're going over to the extended. We will have your new love over in the extended, which has already come out. All right, with the World card and the 10 of Pentacles here, that definitely signifies to me that you're going towards new. So we have wear and tear. Exactly. This love is starting to wear on me. Something has to change. I feel like these are people who have worn you out. You've come to a breaking point with this. Your hand may have been forced within this as well. There, 3's a crowd. See, I thought 2 was better than 1, but now I'm torn. So here's the thing. There's 3 or more people here that you need to disconnect from. This is not just one person. This is also why I kept feeling the need to bounce between romantic partnership, and love interests, family members, friends, co-workers, people that you have been around in close quarters with, and you've been giving these people too much access, right? Their level of access needs to be demoted. They need not know what you got going on, how you're thinking, what you think about things. It's only going to drive and fuel them to want to continue to be in competition with you, to deceive you, to be deceptive, right? Paint a picture as if they are down for you just so that they can get in, right? So that they can get in and get access to classified information. And it almost feels like a desperate attempt to get this to happen. See? Yeah, reconciliation. So there's an offer coming in, guys. Making the effort. Somebody may be trying to switch up the way in which they approach. Try and throw you off. Confuse you a little bit because you won't be expecting it. Only their dumb ass don't know you here with me. So you will be expecting it, and we're going to get you prepared. Now, let's go on over to the extended, okay? We have this reconciliation coming in. I will, of course, see if there have been any changes made, just in case you still see a reason to engage with this person. I will look. They are going to offer you something here, and it will be a rather tempting offer, you guys, right? We have hot and cold in the reverse. So this is somebody who no longer wants to be alone, right? This is also someone who may have been waiting in the balance, right? Waiting in the wings for the perfect time to come in and shoot their shot again. So let's see what ulterior motives may be hidden behind this offer. I also want to see if there are any regrets. This will let you know if there has been any remorse and therefore any changes. I want to know what karma this individual is scheduled to face. It does feel like someone who is trying to avoid you moving up in order to stay back with them, and engaging with this person or being in close proximity could allot for you to get residual effects of their karma. So that's going to be important to know. Let's see if any changes have been made. This is somebody who has relied on deception and deceptive manipulative energy for quite some time. Under deception, we had unrequited love. So this is something that never fit together. You may have been trying to force it, and you just stopped at a point in time, right? As you started to get to know yourself more and love on yourself more, you just didn't see the benefit of trying to force shit, okay? You don't have to, actually. So we will see if they have made any changes, like a transformation. That's the only change that I want to know about. That will give you an idea or an air if there's still a small, little, minute possibility of things to persist and and grow. Then we're going to look at their next steps as well as their intentions, so you could prepare yourself. We will also look at the best potential outcome, whether you decide to re-engage with this or go in the opposite direction towards new love. There's no judgment. I'm going to look at both. I want to see what blockages could be hindering you from seeing red flags soon enough and or properly, and how spirit suggests you remove these blockages with the quickness, okay? ASAP, especially before you go directly into this next cycle, which we have the 10 of Pentacles there, okay? 7 of Swords is in the reverse, so I feel like most of you will have already removed those blockages, or you're getting ready to. And then we're going to dive right into your new love message. So what beautiful new energies are approaching? How will you know which one is right for you? Because there may be several coming towards you. What's a sign that you can look out for from spirit to signify the person that you need to invest in and focus on? All right, what will be the most attractive and sexiest thing about this person? What will they find sexiest about you? Why are they single according to them and their exes? Very important. And I want to know if there are any warnings that could prolong union between the two of you. What's the chemistry like in this connection, in and out of the bedroom? And let's also see what's the potential for things to go all the way into a long-term commitment. And then we will get advice on how you can bring your desired life quality of life, right, and fulfillment. How you can bring those manifestations to pass in the least amount of time. What spirit suggests you focus on and energies they suggest you lean into to bring that to pass in the least amount of time. And lastly, we will have an Ask the Universe read. I'm going to give you the floor to ask questions on your own, but I will have more directions over in the extended for that, okay? So, wow, what an action-packed reading. What a very, very different reading. Very difficult energy. I'm excited to see what this new love is looking like for you, okay? Now that you've abandoned this old story of yourself, it does feel like you are on path to the things that you actually want. All right, so click that like button, guys, as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell. And I'm going to put the link for the extended down below in the description box, and I'm going to see y'all over there, okay? We're gonna cut up.